Evening. Oh, yeah. Still haven't kicked the habit yet. Goddamn. Got a couple days till Christmas. But since we're here, the funny thing is, if you've noticed, all those that get the most likes, the most views, and make the most money are the most removed from anything that fucking matters to anybody in their soul, their mind, their love, or anything. It's just to take everybody off center. That's why crypto is decentralized currency. That's why elections take your power from you and make you vote for somebody else, which is bipartisan. Bi means divided. Partisan, doesn't that mean together? So we're all split the fuck up, right? Everything is to keep everyone off of center and to ever knowing anything about who they are, what the purpose is in life. If you run a mega church, which your congregation is already using government money by a head count to make the money for you to gather followers based upon a book, to bring everybody to Jesus, but everybody who got Jesus when they weren't around the fucking book. They weren't around a fucking church. They weren't around any of that shit. Nobody ever got Jesus holding on to a fucking Bible. I almost guarantee it. Unless they were falling asleep because that book was putting them to sleep. Not that it's not useful, but if you're Mr. Beast and your proposition for helping the world is to keeping all the children's minds into wasting all of their parents' hard-earned money on building fucking sandcastles of fruity drinks and shit just to destroy it, and wasting everything for nothing, then hey, look, you're already halfway to fame. If you have anything important to say, anything important to represent, then you got shit. You got nothing. Because, well, the truth doesn't sell. Reality, that's pointless. Unless it's what are those? The reality shows, right? Where it's all fake, but it's all put on, but everybody's like, I'm not getting as good ratings. I need to go sleep with JoJo in the next room. Oh yeah, now everybody likes me more because I'm a whore. Then you're on the right track. People like whores. People like users. People like abusers. People like shit that doesn't make any fucking sense, because the entire point of the ego, which is the Jesus within every single cranium on the planet, is to run away from itself. Isn't that a dangerous thought? So what would Jesus do if he had to run away from himself? Well, he's waiting for that opportunity at this very moment. Nobody's got any balls. Everybody's got some ideas, but nobody got any real balls. They'd rather run to the Kardashians. They'd rather run to Kanye to get their God fill in the music, as he's singing a song about the last time that Jesus got messed up on meth and came to Kanye to get a little inspiration with Dua Lipa. Yeah, that's a good song. And Eminem and all them. Shit, I'll put the link in the description. But who's Jesus? If it's not a title, it's a title. Jesus is a title that has to do with every single individual on the planet. If he were here in this very moment, he'd have a hard time that he'd been dealing with since the day he was born. Being that which already had been, and times two, and his whole life he'd been walking out and metering and speaking Jesus, and the furthest thing from his mind was the Bible, while he was talking God. And everyone who knew God, supposedly, and was with their family and their church and their group and whatever, would go against him to prove a point. That what? What the fucking point are you trying to prove? God makes the points. You don't fucking make the points. I don't make the goddamn points. I don't know who the fuck I am. I'm just Josh. So that's why we're in the age of Aquarius. Walk on water, motherfuckers. Walk on water. Can you do that? Can you hold up the staff of power while you're drowning? I don't know. Trump's trying to do a pretty good job. It's really hard to tell who's a friend and who's an enemy in this day and age. And I guess that's the point, because those that are doing wrong end up having to get turned around, and then they have to admit their faults. Or if they can't admit them, they have to somehow fucking make up for them somehow. And Jesus would have to do the same fucking thing. He'd be going the whole wrong way and proving the point of everybody's point and his own point backwards. And then he'd have to come back going the other fucking direction, opposite. And so where the fuck would Jesus fit in that shit? Good question. Because he probably wouldn't be, you wouldn't find him in a church. Unless it was one of them rare fucking days, 2-3 times a year, where something allowed him to be there. Because on Father's Day, when I tried to go, the washer broke down, and I moved shit to the dryer broke down, and that was it. There was no fucking way I was getting to church. I had nothing. God is in control. God is greater than any human being. If Jesus was a man, then he would be a human being. He would be God, yes and no. Everyone else would be God and Jesus more than he would be, because he'd be Jesus times 2. Well, times 2 means not it. Okay, so everyone else is Jesus trying to lead him, and they're sucking dick at it, but doing a good job while they're failing. It's the biggest paradox. Because that's how it's supposed to be. And no one is greater than any other, right? But hey, look at all these stars. You know, I've really noticed in the last month or so, there's a shitload of AI songs by Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, fucking all the biggest artists, all about Jesus, right before Christmas. When did they do that last Christmas? Christmas before that, Christmas before that, Christmas before that. No, they didn't do that. Just this Christmas. Here we are. Just Josh. Talking to everybody about nonsense. But that's what everybody likes is nonsense. Nobody likes anything that makes sense. So if you put a little bit of and a little bit of fucking demon horns in it, and put some makeup on, and then, oh yeah, I love that shit. I love that shit. And that's the only thing that makes sense to anybody, because they're all running away from the truth. So be it. Because the further you run away from something, the quicker it becomes true. Let that be a lesson to you.